like just about to start. So, welcome back to GT Gamefest. I am Evolution of War, and at the moment I am solo casting. So, it's because I couldn't find another person to cast with me. So, bear with me. Might be a tad more boring than you used to. So, let's just get underway. So, starting with the bands, we have a Silencer, Sniper, Treant, and Troll Warlord. Some pretty interesting bands. You don't usually see a Treant band in the first phase because he's not as popular and doesn't warrant it. And by banning only his heroes, you let Juggernaut and Axe through. So really depends. Let's see. See if Captain Jack decides to pick up the Axe right here. That does warrant it, because I believe Axe is a pretty strong hero at the moment. Obviously, with the Juggernaut first pick, does leave him open to some certain counters, just as a Slark, people who may be able to deny damage, prevent themselves from getting damaged, such as a OD, perhaps. There was an OD ban in the previous round against Captain Jack's team, I believe. Not quite sure. But those who can prevent themselves from taking damage during Omni Slash, such as Slark's Shadow Dance, is a very potent counter against Juggernaut. So we'll have to see what Captain Jack decides to pick up here with their two first picks. I want to say they're probably looking for Earthshaker, Lion, as one of the supports. Looks like they decided to go for a Storm Spirit. Very strong pick since Silencer is banned out, and you know, Silencer having a global silence is very strong versus the Storm Spirit. And Storm Spirit with his Ball Lightning ultimate is very capable of getting away from the Juggernaut. And like I said, the Lion or Earthshaker for support, and they do pick up the Lion in the first phase. Now, what else could be picked up here? With Lion out of the pool, I don't think they would pick Vengeful Spirit, considering Storm is already on board with Captain Jack's pirate crew. Expect something with harder CC.
5 seconds remaining.
Synergy with Juggernaut. Oh, they opted for the Wind Ranger. Maybe a mid laner, maybe an off laner. I'll have to see. Wind Ranger has been making quite the presence in solo queue, as well as certain competitive games. Like I said, they do decide to ban out the Slark, who is very strong versus Juggernaut, especially in 1v1 potentials. And Lena gets banned out. So they may be thinking this is an off-lane Wind Ranger, not a mid laner. And, well, I guess there are some people that like to run support lane. It's just not as common as the mid lane Lena, who's very dominant against short range casters such as Storm Spirit. Although Storm has a fairly decent shot of getting away from that light strike away, even if he does get tossed up by the Yules. Axe being banned out now, very strong offlaner / jungler. He can do the jungle starting at level 1. He surprised he made it this far, but considering picks, Lion's pretty good, Storm Spirit
10 seconds remaining.
Kind of a contested pick, you know. Wind Ranger is very strong, usually very safe as well. It's not like Axe doesn't have his counters, but Axe is still a very strong hero. Looks like they decided to ban out the Shadow Shaman. He's actually been seeing a lot of light, more than I think he should get during this tournament. Kind of curious, but he is very well known for his ability to siege, aids and sieges with his Mass Serpent wards and provides a lot of CC for the team. I guess Shadow Shaman plus Juggernaut is a very potent combination. Long duration shackle shot plus shackles from Shadow Shaman would be quite annoying. Captain Jack decides to go for the Faceless Void pickup, the third. Strong in the hard carry position and fairly decent in the off lane. I don't suspect the off lane Faceless Void though. Should fare fairly well versus Juggernaut if he has to though. So we'll have to see.
10 seconds remaining.
Boy. Necrophos. Alright, I did not expect that one at all. Necrophos provides pretty good lockdown. Just need to, well, with his ultimate, of course, you can just shut them out of the fight. You know, no buyback kind of feeling. Does provide a decent, I think it's a 1.5 second stun after it's cast. Yeah, 1.5 second stun duration. Not bad to have at all.
10 seconds remaining.
Of course, you want to do it after the drop pretty low.
5 seconds remaining.
Not a bad execute. They have Omni Slash plus Necrophos ult.
Reserve time.
Focus Fire to help target down people. A lot of kill potential coming out. But they don't have a lot of lockdown right now on the Dire squad. Hayz Angels. Hammer Jack squad. They have Lion and Shadow Demon as their supports.
Dire team pick.
Interesting. I think the Shadow Demon is a response to the Necrophos ultimate. Because with the disruption, you are able to save your ally while the Reaper Scythe damage goes through. As there is a small cast time on disruption, of course, but 2.5 second Vanish time while Reaper Scythe goes down. That 1.5 seconds can negate the damage.
5 seconds remain. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Now they really need some lockdown or some synergy with the Wind Ranger. Get the shackle on. Unless they're really good with the shackles, I have no idea. Who might be playing the Wind Ranger on Hayz Angel's team. I would really like to see a Earthshaker. Just because, yeah, there we go, Earthshaker being pulled out. Fissure is fairly decent at disrupting Faceless Void, even if he is in the Chronosphere due to that long range. And will allow a lot of kill potential for Wind Ranger to line up those shackle shots. And just the long range Fissure is just so strong nowadays. The only problem I see right here is at the moment they don't have a lot of lockdown for the Storm Spirit unless they get an Orchid on Wind Ranger. That's usually not an item that she can go for right away nowadays if she is in the off lane. She needs the mobility for Force Staff to line up the shackle shots. So at the moment it looks like a Storm Spirit might be able to run away with this game. Considering they only have one support left.
5 seconds remaining.
They have to pick up a support for Hayz Angels. Maybe a Skywrath Mage might remedy their issue. Skywrath with the Ancient Seal, very instant, very strong.
Radiant team pick.
But with that 5th ban from Captain Jack, it seems that they believe it might be a support Wind Ranger. Or a support Necrophos. Those are both possibilities, I suppose. Curious. So I think it's a Skywrath support for Ben Hayz, considering Silencer is gone, and you need some way to stall out this Storm Spirit, at least. And as for the Radiant squad, Captain Jack, they don't have any really great synergy with Faceless Void ultimate at the moment. So maybe something that needs set up. That also goes with the Witch, Shadow Demon, pardon. I'm not quite sure. Because obviously you don't need a Witch Doctor here. You have 2 supports. Don't need Skywrath. You have a mid laner.
10 seconds remaining.
Offlaner? Phoenix maybe? Viper, okay. That did not expect that one at all. Maybe this is an aggressive duo or tri-lane. Viper. All 3 of these cores can go to step out anywhere. You probably want Storm in the mid lane or the safe lane. You want Void in the safe lane or the off lane. You want Viper in the mid lane or the off lane. You can also safe lane, but
10 seconds remaining.
Viper in the safe lane doesn't offer as much as you could, considering how strong Viper is in the early game.
Reserve time.
Fifth pick coming out from Hayz Angels, like I said, probably a Skywrath Mage. I think that's probably the best option for them if they are searching for support. If they decide to put the Wind Raider support, alright. They go for Dazzle.
Radiant team pick.
Don't know how I feel about this. Will increase their survivability. They have 2 healers, Necrophos and Dazzle. Allow them to, oh, and the Juggernaut healing ward, so they're going to be very hard to kill in these fights if they, Captain Jack's team do not instantly burst someone down. It's not like, they don't have the potential, but, you know, Lion, Finger of Death plus Shadow Damage Soul Catcher amplifies damage by 50%. That will hurt, but they managed to get the Shadow Grave out, they managed to get some heals out. Hayz Angels may just overtake the long fights if Captain Jack's team is not careful. So, just introduce the teams real quickly. On the Storm Spirit, who looks to be walking down bot lane, we have Destiny DDF, I guess, DDMF. On the support Lion, we have Kiki. Gibu Rureen playing that off lane Faceless Void. In the mid lane, we have Fly Up P, playing up the Viper, and we have Rain on the Shadow Demon. Looking for a 5-man on the Bounty Rune, we have Cameron Diaz on that Necrophos, Papa Hayz on that Juggernaut, Lucy Liu playing that support Dazzle, Bill Murray taking that Wind Ranger up, and Earthshaker being played by Drew Barrymore. Fly Up P, firing off poison attack.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay. Just making sure. Alright. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure that the overlays are correct. No wards were laid down, though the Radiant squad thinks that there was a ward there since they managed to pressure them so far. Necrophos starting with a headdress. Alright. Let's get Soul Ring Earthshaker. So I do manage to secure 1 rune. Looks like it will go to Cameron Diaz. I believe that's going to be the mid laner. Yeah, alright. So both mid laners take out the Bounty Rune, that's how you get your small lead. If the other mid laner does not, then you're half a level up at them, essentially. So picking up this Bounty Rune is super important for the mid laners. If they get the level advantage, they can easily force something out. And it kinda doesn't punish the Necrophos as much for starting with 0 regen, as he gets really close to having Death Pulse up. Of course, Death Pulse has a huge mana cost. Heals very insignificant at level 1. But without any regen, this Viper will be free to punish the Necrophos heavily. It's like a Mr. First Blood on bot lane, I apologize. Like, Dazzle got caught out by a Lion First Spike. A bunch of right click damage. Destruction lead up. Zack Remnant played under the Disruption. My bad on that part, but can't catch them all. It's your Pokemon Master, I guess. First Blood going on the way of Storm Spirit. Not the best thing in the world you want to be giving away. maybe aiming for the early Soul Ring, or maybe going for boots. Looks like he picks up over the Magi. Interesting. Might go for an early Orchid, but I severely doubt that. I think that's going towards Power Treads. Early Power Treads. Just wanted the mana. Cool. Constantly cast up spells. Not bad. Good double pull out from Rain. We'll force this wave back to the tower and deny the dual lane of Dazzle Wind Ranger a lot of EXP. Which is a luxury that the Dire cannot do, as this camp is blocked. And Faceless Void, Gobo Rien. He's not afraid. Just walk out that camp even though that wasn't being told. There's plenty of regen though. Mid lane. IP up. Just losing a bit of HP right here thanks to the constant damage over time of level 2 Heartseeker. Heartstopper Aura. Hayz on Shadow Demon. Looking for the disruption. We'll get it off. There is a Soul Catcher as well. Slows out, but there is no Wind Run actually. Hex as well as Earth Spike, and all the remnant damage and overload is just right enough to pick another Wind Ranger. Easy kill with the S4 Haste Trim. Already making plays. Looks like top lane. Right click's being traded. Level 2 time lock. Just a bash lording down this Juggernaut has no potential since he has no innate bash. Can't make those trades, especially with Earthshaker pulling. Not able to help his mid lane at all. Earthshaker can buy his Soul Ring right now if he really wanted to. Just walks over to the side shop, maybe. Too bad. It's like Storm's 2 kills though. Might start running away with this game. He's got Power Dreads now.
Denied.
Wonder what he's going for next. What a cute curator. Okay. Supply IP up. Unusual bottle pickup here. You don't usually see Vipers go for bottle. Usually go for, you know, headdress, go for regen. I guess just laning against Necropos is too much pressure on him. Necropos is just one of those heroes that just kind of passively wins lane. If you stand next to him, or you stand in range of him, he will just whittle away at your HP eventually. It's quite annoying to lane against.
Yes.
Take stick charges. Not able to use it though. Earthshaker, now mid lane. Level 5 Necropos. Heartseeker Aura at level 3. No points into Sadist. If you need his last take, you're not gonna get any mana back. That's kind of. Oh, instant Hex coming off the Kiki. They're going on. There's a fissure block. Will prevent Fly Up P from pursuing any further. Necropos will live as a result. Not too bad. Well placed fissure, I guess. Only stunned one hero, but that's all they needed to get him away. Probably Hayz with that healing ward will bring himself up to full HP. Iburin actually getting quite a lot of farm in this lane. I don't think he should be getting this much farm, but since Earthshaker's was a support up top lane for quite a while, Faceless Void has just been given a lot of free room. Hello, where's the Venom? Just wants to trade right clicks. Alright. Lucy Liu now. Lucy Liu, Dazzle with a really good attack animation. Should be able to put some pressure down the spot lane again. There's just too much damage coming out from Disruption plus Soul Catcher and the Lion follow-up. It's not a good lane at all for Wind Ranger. Her Wind Run doesn't do anything if she's instantly stunned, hexed. I suppose you could see a super fast sheep or fish or whatever. Frog. Normal hex for Lion is a frog. Interesting. This Wind Ranger cannot go anywhere past this ward or she dies. Fly P going aggressive on Cameron Diaz. Drops quite a bit of right click damage. We'll have the headdress now, going for the early mech. just like Necros is. Though I believe, you know, Viper will have earlier mech considering the timings. CS advantage in favor of Viper, of course. Just overall better at last hitting. Thanks to all that free damage. Drew Barrymore. Seen a lot of Earthshakers go 2-1-0. I prefer to have Aftershock at level 2. So it doesn't really offer you that much, other than, you know, AoE kind of stun. But I don't see Chantone do very much at level 1 either, so. Interesting kind of trade-off. There's this Void roaming around in the jungle. Looking for stacks, I guess? Fuser comes out onto Givurin, has that time block if he really needs. Decent block, doesn't decide to go around the trees for some reason, and will take quite a bit of damage. Cameron Diaz comes out with the Reaper's Scythe. That's a free kill. Not quite sure why he just didn't time walk away. And that resulted in an extra 30 seconds on his death timer. That's gonna hurt a lot. He was doing super well in this offlane too. Considering 19 CS comparison to Wind Ranger's 8. And Wind Ranger, you know, has long range farming potential, so it's quite unfortunate for Void. Gonna miss out on a lot of DXP. Like a 50-second death timer at 7 minutes? That hurts. Like, why do I even want to play this game at this point? I don't get to do anything. 2 seconds. Incredible. Alright. DD Rune on to fly up P. If there's any rotation whatsoever coming out from the supports of Captain Jack, I 100% bet that's going to result in a kill. In fact, now there's a smoke pickup from Lion. That will easily allow for a kill setup, so. This is where Venice Viper wants to go. Quite the annoying hero. 0 points in cursive skin. Interesting. Necrophos, after picking up like 3 points in the Heartstopper ore, decides to max out the Death Pulse. Has no status, so not get very much. Alright, so I'm not quite sure for the smoke gank. I guess that was a smoke gank on top. All it took was Lion. Lion plus Finger of Death resulted in a kill. Pretty free if you ask me. I'm not quite sure how much HP Juggernaut was sitting at. Considered, we have Stormer Spirit jumping in onto Cameron Diaz. Gets the first auto attack in to get the slow. There's a Viper Strike and a DD Rune. Destiny now has no mana. Will get taken out by the tower. Disruption onto himself. Shadow Demon will be able to walk away and kill turn around thanks to the really good TP out from TP in from Drew Barrymore. Resulted in tower getting the kill for core position Storm Spirit. Position 1. So also the DD Rune end up not paying off whatsoever. It's gotta hurt. Too bad Necrophos didn't get greedy and decide to Reaper Sight, but I don't actually know if it was up. Probably didn't have enough mana actually. He has no sadist. Let's see. Heartstopper rotating that last hit, no problem. Cameron Drew Barrymore, apologies, using that Soul Ring just to harass fly up P a bit. Juggernaut popped off the Omni Slash. Considering the cooldown, it was a minute, 100 seconds ago. Looks like it was on Lion, or when Lion came up to engage. The cooldown's exactly synced, so. Looks like he tried to jump on Void, and Lion came up. Level 1 Omni Slash is not that scary unless they're their only target. Maybe he faces Void, no backtrack on mine. Quite unfortunate. Rain looking to stack with his Shadow Poison, very awesome skill for farming as well as stacking. Unfortunately runs by creeps after the poison wears off, so. 61 CS for Juggernaut, doing very well in this off lane, only safe lane. top. Only dying once in line rotation, where a Finger of Death was committed, so not terrible, but not the best either. Excuse me. Sorcerer at 59, almost matching the Juggernaut, other than the fact that he dove mid and died to the tower. Fly up P, missing that uphill, will miss at CS as a result, how unfortunate. Denies the creep that got the kill. Payback. And then it's the Void. It's like an Omni Slash with the Mask of Madness, goes on to face this Void. Easy kill. Did not expect that one coming. Pretty sure Faceless Void has Time Walk still. Not quite sure. Rune being fought over. Rain will disrupt. Necrophos first. Bot lane. There's an Electric Vortex. Onto Wind Ranger. Will be able to dodge out on the auto attacks, but Kiki landing a very nice Earth Spike. Will be able to find that kill himself. Drew Barrymore. Not very happy with how Wind Ranger is dying. Will just throw out his anger with a free fissure onto Lion as he's draining up the mana. Smoke Ink comes out from Kiki and Rain. Looks like Rain will look for a superior positioning. Cameron Diaz now walking out. Smoke Ink just popped. There's no need for disruption at this point. Just doing a lot of damage thanks to that Soul Catcher. Rain sniped out by Bill Murray with that power shot. Well played by Bill Murray. Finally picking up something for himself after moving out of that off lane. Not a good place for him. Only one Sapphire shot. Long range harass coming out from Fissure plus power shot. Haven't seen a Chrono yet.
No.
Dire's bottom tower is
Alright.
under attack.
Storm to it. Very close to that Orchid, about 300 gold away. Exactly 300 gold away from it now. So it's going to be a very gank heavy Storm Spirit. Not like one that goes to the farm. Juggernaut picking up both runes. The Illusions plus a regen. Illusion is just sitting there, not boring. How unfortunate. Oh, runes are being denied to Viper. Viper has the mech now, but looks like he's going for a Hooded Defiance. Like in the Necrophos, caustic damage over time. From Death Pulse and such, maybe. We'll just see. Yasha picked up by Juggernaut. It's going to be very nice for breaking out the Orchid. It actually looks like Kappa Hayz wants to go onto Kiki. Will stop the Omni Slash from killing Lion, but not the Crest Chronosphere. Faceless Void will get taken out by the Blade Fury at the end. Rain drops the ultimate. Wait, looking for a fly up P, but not quite in range. Kappa Hayz now just running around in circles, takes the Viper Strike, and with that damage over time plus the Mask of Madness, he will take down. No mana for a Shallow Grave. He would have had it if he didn't use Shadow Wave, but I'm not quite sure if he was in range. Quite unfortunate. Elusive Juggernaut. Traded 2 for 1. Gold advantage. Still in favor of the Storm. Looks like Necrophos really wanted that bot lane tower. Will get denied in the end. Not that much even being committed. Don't look like Wood got anything though. There's that Finger of Death you gotta worry about. And the Orchid was revealed. Don't know. Alright, well.
Every coin helps.
Storm, walking by an Inquisitor. Warding up the high ground.
invisibility.
They want the T1. So what that ward is for, so I can see who's approaching from the left side. Because, you know, the other side of the tower is kind of a wall of trees. Kind of pointless.
Dyer's middle tower.
Looks like Sorcerer with that Invis rune uses Orchid on Cameron Diaz. We'll try and jump in. There's a very early Shadow Grave. Not quite sure what the deal is with that one. Disruption plus Soul Catcher going onto the Necrophos. Huge Finger of Death damage as a result of that Soul Catcher. Necrophos will not find the kill in the Faces of Void, or the Reaper's Sight. And 2 for 0. Trade in favor of Captain Jack.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
They're not take that top lane tower.
Dyer's middle tower.
While Fly up P continues to work on the brink count. Murray just taking a lot of caution. Not wanting to get in range of this Viper. Even though with a lot of points in the win run, I believe it's 3 at the moment. Yep, 3 points. I'm really curious. This Juggernaut is getting a lot of farm. But will it be enough? It really does look like he's going for a Manta Rush to prevent the Orchid from Storm from eternally storing up. Shackle shot attempt. Not going to latch on. Fly up P. Even then, it's only like a level 1 Shackle. But no one in range to follow up anyways. Main hiding behind Fly up P. Expecting a gank of some sort. There are a lot of people down mid lane. Drew Barrymore a bit farther out. So they are aware. They do want to protect this Viper. Top lane. Storm trying to get out. There is an Omni Slash, but the Orchid pops out. Destiny taking a huge amount of right click damage though. Trying to kite it out. Will barely survive that. Barely any mana too. Just unbelievable. I'm not even sure how Storm managed to kite that out. A mouse issue coming out. Starting to get a bit tired, sorry folks. But show must go on, right? That was quite impressive play coming up from Sora. So I don't know if Juggernaut could have done anything right there. Since the Orchid came out, maybe preemptively put down the healing ward or something, but I don't think he expects to take that much damage either. I certainly expect it. Stormster is really well leveled.
Thank you.
Actually both the same level 13, but 5-1 on that Storm Spirit, while 2-3 on that Juggernaut. It's gonna be a difference in gold in the XP as a result. Look at net worth. Storm is about 1k ahead. Not terrible. Overall gold advantage is 4k. We're 19 minutes in, that's pretty decent. Can't expect much more on that. At this point, I don't know what Wind Ranger wants to do. He wants to go for the Ags. The huge DPS boost, but she's just not getting the farm to the levels that you'd really want on a Wind Ranger. Considering she sides so much, and she hasn't contributed very much either because of her shackle shots not being very dependable and only being level 2. Sorry if you can hear that public service in the coming up from our public go thing. Kind of annoying. Please bear. Again, have Kiki and Rain just sitting in the back here. Weave gets dropped out from the Shadow Priest, Dazzle. Adding some armor for Cameron Diaz as well as Earthshaker, interesting. Not quite sure what that was for, but both teams just hiding their supports nearby in the lane. They want to do something, or they think something is going to happen. So, see, it looks like a smoke gang coming out from Kiki and Destiny, as well as Rain. Won't quite go the right way. This Juggernaut was on the other side, part of the camp. Smoke gang will most likely not result in anything whatsoever. This is a Radiant Ward. Kiki notices that there are cleaned out camps, indicating someone has been transversed in the jungle. Radiant will now notice that Papa Hayz farming that. Okay, Blade Fury while Chronosphere comes out. Actually, Giburen taking more damage and will get brought down by their Necrophos ult as well as the Omni Slash. Just a lot of damage coming out from Blade Fury plus the Ancient knocking on Princess Void during the Chronosphere. Not quite the damage he wanted to take as a result of that Master Madness being popped. I really don't think he could have got that kill by himself either. Yen. Looks like they are going for the Roshan. 3 range plus the Juggernaut with the Master Madness, extra armor, and Focus Fire. Huge damage coming out. Rain coming out, checking out with his Shadow Poison. Not quite sure that was in range to get the HP of Roshan, but too late anyways. Juggernaut will pick up that Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's like Juggernaut that's going to top
Tower
lane.
is under attack.
Try and hunt down the Storm Spirit. It's quite large mana for it now. Kiki comes in. There's a Silence as well as a Hex. And first life is Aegis. Just dropped out right there. Looks like he still wants to go ham. Oh, that's back up. Now, Juggernaut with the Manta is able to get rid of the Silence, but can't get rid of anything while he's in Hex. Unfortunate Lucy Liu getting hit by the Viper Strike. Cast the Poison Touch onto the illusion, unfortunately. Bill Murray now gets jumped. Has that wind run, so he will negate a lot of damage. Papa Hayz just gets burned down as a result of that Soul Catcher Finger of Death. Bill Murray caught by the Chronosphere, not in a good position. Cameron Diaz, double Earth Spike coming out. 4 or 5 man Echo Slam. Early Blink Dagger, considering all things considered. Rain gets brought down. There's 3 kills from Cameron Diaz. Such an amazing Echo Slam. How do you even get an Echo Slam Blink Dagger so early on Earthshaker? On support Earthshaker like that. Cameron Diaz, you can't disjoint this unless you run into it. He doesn't quite have the mana for it. He will be able to live. Fly up P now on the run. Has no mech for 10 seconds and, well, low level aftershock. That's what happens. You don't get a very long stun. Still taking quite a lot of damage. Fissure comes out. Mech comes out finally. Kiki now jumping back in after buying back. Drew Barrymore now getting turned on by Fly Up P. Fly Up P has no more mana to use, so he won't be able to use that slow. Cameron Diaz right click. Plus the nether pulse, just not enough damage. Fly Up P is just so hard to kill with his Hooded Defiance. Now Kiki chasing down Lucy Liu. The Shadow Poison will hit, and Lion will get the last hit with the auto attack. What a super long fight. Kiki now getting engaged upon by the Omni Slash and Focus Fire. No latch right there, but they will pick up that kill. Technically a dieback from the Lion. Not the most important thing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I guess that was a Blink Dagger reveal on part of the Earthshaker, because they all grouped up. That was a 5-man Echo Slam. Not enough stuns from the Aftershock, or, well yeah, Aftershock and Fissure to do much, but Earthshaker playing so well. 2-man Fissures on the retreating heroes, 5-man Echo Slam with some creeps around, just really good damage coming out. So, that was pretty cool. Let's see. Now a Bloodstone pickup from Stormstreet, who did manage to barely survive at the end of that fight. Also a Bloodstone pickup from Necrophos. Interesting. Thought he would go for the mech. My bad. He still has the arcane boots.
Radiant's middle tower
Could have
is
just
under attack.
broke his arcane boots up. But I guess his team wants the mana really bad. Not surprised either. I mean, Necrophos is a very mana kind of hero as well. Having a Bloodstone as well as the arcane boots though might be a bit overkill considering what Bloodstone can do. Hayz rune on the Viper. Has a mech and hood to find. Throws and an Ags. Okay. That was the most recent pickup after the hood.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fairly decent Viper strike, you know, coming out for harass.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. The Dire have reinforced their structures.
Total damage. No.
Dire's bottom tower
Results in
is
500
under attack.
damage. And BD.
Dire's
500 damage every time. After reduction is 400. Thorn Spirit? Wait a sec. Okay. The Juggernaut was looking for an entrance. We'll manage to get the Blade Fury out. Looks like a 2-man Chrono. 3-man Chrono as Bill Murray walks in. Up by Hayz, now getting bursted down. There is a Shallow Grave that will prevent the Orchid damage from killing him. Black P-Up has a Haste Rune. Lucy Lou gets gone upon. No more Shallow Grave as a result of using it on the carry, Juggernaut. Juggernaut will fall to the Faceless Void though. And Kiki, jumping on that line, just jumps on the target with the Soul Catcher as Shadow Demon falls. Echo Slam, once again, landing onto like 3 heroes, and the Echo is bouncing to the 4th over there. But everyone just walking away with really low HP. Resulting 1 for 4. 3.3k gold favor for the Captain Jack squad. This pirate crew is gonna make out with a lot of money. Also coming out with 4.6k EXP, so something like that. I'm getting really tired. Not bad, but
Radiant's middle tower is
Necrophos losing 2 charges, Storm getting +5. It's gonna look very rough for. I think this is Hayz Angels. That's right. Storm. Going for BKB next, maybe. Wind Ranger and Earthshaker. Pretty decent item pickup. Lincoln's would be okay as well. There's only 3-4 things that could break for Lincoln. Poison Touch plus Reaper Scythe and the Wind Ranger Shackle. Yeah. If they want to check out Pit to the ward, Fisher comes out. We'll stop the ward from dying. Deny it. Okay, decide to get pulled over. Omni Slash on the Kiki. We'll take him out right away. Rain acting very quick to get that disruption off. Will not be able to get much more than that. There is a purge onto the Juggernaut. Slow him down for a bit. There's a Shadow Poison. Huge Chronosphere catching onto all remaining 7 heroes in this game. I think, yeah, 8 heroes in this game, if you count himself. This fight is not very favorable at this point. Viper taking the kill onto Dazzle with the damage over time. YP up, as tanky as he is, will now be brought down. Storm Spirit is the only one that survived that fight. 1 for 4 exchange in favor of Hayz Angels, and that's the double-edged sword of having a Void Chronosphere when you have no innate synergy with it. You might get choked up and chrono your entire team. Not able to do damage inside the chrono is pretty rough. Ags picked up by Wind Ranger. Open the doors for lots of tower pushing. Storm playing very cheekily will jump forward and back as they go into this tier 2 tower. Alright. Ooh, Shackle not quite landing. That's the rain. Destiny will be okay. And with that tier 2 tower, looks like they will back out. Roshan just barely off by like 20 seconds. Oh, well, it spawns. Okay. Set timer is a bit off, but Roche respawning right after you leave just kinda hurts. Just kinda hurts. Storm Spirit, Shadow Demon, all very safe. You know, the crazy one if they wanted to. For some reason they don't. Okay. Viper, Storm, starting out for Roshan. Doesn't look like they want to contest quite yet. And they will back out of the pit actually. Opting to farm, pick up the runes, look for a GG rune. Just spot him out. Juggernaut now happy to see his old friend Roshan again. Will attempt the 1v1. That was Scotty. Well, defensive weave coming out. Chronosphere onto 3, going on the Lucy Lou first. There's a lot of armor coming out from that weave though, making it very difficult to take him out. Finger Death will take him out, KO him. Omni Slash coming out, will jump into a lot of illusions, negating some of the damage, but he will be able to find Viper. Papa Hayz then goes onto Lion, and on the backside, Reaper side onto Faceless Void will result in his death as well. Destiny now forced to jump out. Lion finally on the backside, going 1v1 onto that Juggernaut will fall as a result. Now Shadow Demon trying to make his way out. Shackle does not quite land right there. Will TP as a result of nothing left. Well played by Rain. Now Roshan is up for contention. No Chronosphere. No Shadow Demon nearby to approach and scout. No Storm Spirit. Roshan number 2. Falling in favor. Jug. See if he can keep this one for more than a minute.
Wonder what Roshan ever did to them.
Roshan was offering his Gouda. Thank you, Techie. Anyways. This game now looking like it could be anyone's game. Gold graph show that getting pretty even. Dropping from like a 9k gold advantage in favor of Captain Jack. Now almost evened up. Regen rune being popped up on top of Hayz. Will not look to go in that pop YFP with that I have Scotty doing immense slowing. YFP just forced to run away slowly. Will get taken out by the Omni Slash, jumps on the Stormship for quite a couple of jumps. Will get orchided up. Does not have the Manta anymore. It's Hex, but there is no more follow-up. He decided to back out. At this point, they're looking very afraid. Their tanky Viper has been taken out. Lion gets the first spike onto Cameron Diaz. Storm Spirit just getting pressured out so badly. And actually will die to the Necrophos combo. No help from anyone else needed. Storm Spirit down for about 30 more seconds. Except Bloodstone negating some of the lengthy time. They will get this melee racks. And the range racks as well. Pretty scary. Full line of racks down. Their one attempt to siege high ground.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At this point, when you're Captain Jack's team, what do? Lost
Dire's
Roche
top tower is under attack.
twice now, and you lost to. Well, I don't know what to say after that, actually. Oh well. Getting very tired. Alright. Now, Hayz should be up for like about 2 more minutes, I think. Well, yep. That's a very late mech coming out. He still has his headdress.
Dire's bottom tower
Very
is under
confusing,
attack.
actually. More negative armor coming out from the Juggernaut as he picks up the Desolator. Although Deso plus Eye of Scotty do not stack, I'm kind of curious as to how this will work. Nor does Deso work with the lifesteal from Mask of Madness. So alright. Don't know how, why you do this. Looks like the Desolator is not proccing. Deso's not proccing whatsoever, so I don't know if this item is making any payoff whatsoever at this point. Give Papa Hayz benefit of the doubt. Earth Spike blinks out. Focus fire onto the tower. Yeah, there's a lot of attack damage. Looks like he's trying to drop the Scotty to get the proc off, but it's not working. I don't know what to say about that. A lot of poison stacks on the Papa Hayz. He still has the Aegis, however. Shackle does not land. Storm Spirit jumping in, gets chronoed inside, and Nibiruin gets stunned up by the fissure, negating some of the damage coming out. Lucy Liu gets jumped on, but not enough damage coming out. There's a great Echo Slam that just destroys the Space Void. At this point, Juggernaut's just running away with his fight. Storm Spirit buys back, Rain gets Omni Slash, no bounces on the nearby heroes. Destiny now, trying to make an impact. There's still an Aegis on Papa Hayz, unfortunately. Fissure goes out onto Storm Spirit, gets the Orchid down, and Aegis still alive. Still alive. Actually, Aegis expires right there. That delay of his death coming out from Lucy Liu actually turns out to be very negative for the impact of the fight. Negates the possibility that he could just die and respawn as a result. Hex coming out onto Lucy Liu will prevent that TP from going out. Now Cameron Diaz trying to find one more kill before he leaves out, but will get Vortex in. And just takes too much damage. Will suicide with that Bloodstone. That is just so unfortunate. I don't know if they were keeping track on that Aegis or what team was looking at it, but with that last second shallow grave, he kept the Juggernaut alive just long enough for the Aegis to expire. And that's the difference between like tier 4s going down and your entire team getting slaughtered because your hard carry is gone. Oh man. That's gold advantage though. Even though Captain Jack's team is up on kills, so far down gold. That's partly because of the buybacks coming out from Storm Spirit and such. Aegis Void, 600 gold away from having that BKB he so desires. Unfortunately, may not even see the light of day unless they win one more good fight. There's just no synergy with this Chronosphere. Like, what are you doing with it? Viper's short range, Storm Spirit's short range, they can't do very much within it, so I mean, looking at a Faceless Void offlane that may stop his team. A lot of times he's been stopping his own team from attacking, so it's been quite unfortunate, actually. Meanwhile, Juggernaut continues to get bigger. Barely on the top of the net worth chart since Storm Spirit has gotten quite a bit out of the last fight. Shaker, Ags, Arcane, Soul Ring. Like, pretty huge for an Earthshaker, I think. I guess at this point of the game. It's not so much importance. Juggernaut getting spotted out by this Radiant Observer Ward. He's pinged out, they know he's not with the team. Of course, to this ward over here, does not quite see them. Transitioning up to the top lane. Looks like it's gonna be a Refresher Orb Nectar Foes. Oh, so painful. It's only about 1.2k gold away, I think. Once he gets that, he'll be able to shut down 2 people from buyback. And it's gonna hurt so very much. I would not want to play against this next boss. If you lose 2 of your heroes that can't buy back, I mean, initially they had buyback, but you know, Reaper, Scythe, Ags, Princeton can buy him back. 30-second extra long death timer, it just hurts. It feels so bad. Like Necrophos is just a disgusting hero because of it. Smoke is popped. Now they're standing behind top of Hayz as he chops away at that tier 2. And I don't know how Captain Jack can react right now. Defensive Weave comes out, adding a lot of armor. Papa Hayz does not, his Shackle does not land, taking a lot of damage. Where's the Finger of Death? Looks like it was already used. Shadow Grave comes out, well positioned. Chronosphere will catch 2 members of the team trying to walk in. The tier 3 does fall, but Lucy Lu will fall as well. There is a Reaper Scythe, but it gets blocked. The damage gets blocked by the BKB, not resulting in any kill whatsoever. And looks like Niburen will fall from the Cameron, I think it's Focus Fire. Overkill for Destiny though. There's continues to right click away on those carries. Fortification, trying to save their bot lane racks. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, unfortunately. There's nothing to stop that Cardi, or whatever his name is, from taking me out. 2 racks down on the bot lane, 2 racks down in the mid lane, and exposed racks in the top. Unless they get a death push out here, I don't see them coming back. Void is not in a position to just kill anyone in that Chronosphere. Especially with the Dazzle on the outside. It's very difficult getting damage down. I see Shadow Demon in line having some merits. Just damage overall is amazing, but they contribute enough. And then yeah, look at the Faceless Void offlane. I don't think he can do enough for the team. Maybe if they had gone for the axe before it was banned out, maybe this would have been a different story, but never know. Moment just can't work to the Faceless Void very well. They did get the Juggernaut in the last fight though. That's pretty huge. Roshan is scouted out, Papa Hayz. Looking to take it out. Picked up the Quelling Blade. Oh, Focus Fire being committed to illusion. Only in 15 second cooldown as a result of that Focus Fire though, so not too bad. Papa Hayz using that Quelling Blade to do a bit of extra damage before he drops now for the Aegis. She's on the ground, will get picked up by Necrophos. Now he has a really large mana pool for that Refresher Orb. Smoke comes out, will miss out on Papa Hayz, not sure if intentional or not, but like Papa Hayz doesn't want to try and bait with his body anyways. He has the Aegis. Be very difficult. And with the defensive weave. Just looking for someone of the smoking. About to wear off though. 1/8 of duration left, and then they will be revealed by this high ground ward.
Dire's top tower
actually
is
played
under
later. Spot him out. In this room for Prophet Hayz, still lingering, and no one is falling for the tricks. Off lane, Cameron Diaz, 2Ps, 2 top. Resulting in a 45. No one quite able to find an engage, of course. And, no one's, coming out ahead right now. And for a really, really long game. Oh. Apologize again. It's been a long day and solo casting is a lot more work. And Diaz still yet to use this refresher orb. Where's the refresher orb for Drew Barrymore on the Earthshaker? His echo sense has been so on point. Every time just blowing people up. So scary. You know, there's a ward up there. Supposedly the Radiant know about it anyways. Pretty easy to suspect as well. So how defensive they've been. On defense, fly up P. Again taking the front line. Doesn't want to get caught though, there's so much burst damage coming out. They have the pot roast, or what am I saying? Pot roast. Yeah, I'm starting to lose it, guys. Running out with the Aegis. Trying to put it up. I know what I'm saying now. Don't want fly up P to be in the front. May result in his death. Basher does not get the proc off, but it will land a shackle shot. There's a huge chronosphere landing on the 3. Most of the course. Drew Barrymore gets a very good Echo Slam, but it won't result in anything immediate. Stormsteel will follow the results though. And Juggernaut finding the kill into Faceless Void. GG gets called out. They're still fighting. Refresher Orb used onto Rain with that Reaper Scythe. Cheese gets popped out now. Bill Murray. Yep. It's like Hayz Angel will take this victory over Captain Jack. The 3rd place seed taking on the first place seed. Should be a 3rd place match, although I'm not sure if they realize that. But either way, we will move on to the finals at some point, or whatever. Yeah, it should be a final match next. It's going to be a best of 3. See if I can find someone to cast with me meanwhile. Once again, this is GT Gamefest. I'm Evolution of War. You can follow me on my Twitter, @Evolution of War. Ha ha ha. Just, support me on my dream of casting the big leagues. Just kidding. Amateur's fine. I do want to do casting though. It'll be fun. But, thanks again, and see you guys in a bit.